Alola! I'm the official narrator. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames spread by the internet, and it looks like it's ending here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing more than 4. And then give my recommendations at the end. I'm gonna go to here. Yeah, that feels way better. Usually it doesn't do this until it's at the bottom, but you know, YouTube has the infinite powers now to where they don't use the page system anymore. But let's look at Stakataka nicknames, see what we can come up with, and I don't know, I'm kind of concerned already just based off the start of this. Jenga was one I have written down. I want to say I came up with that one on my own. It's pretty easy to figure out why. It doesn't require too much extra explanation. Going down here, though, Bossing Say, that one's going off of Avatar, the Walled-In City. Do I care for it? Honestly, not really. I don't think it's bad. It's just not what I would personally use. And, like, I understand the logic. It's not for me. You know, Womp and Thwomp is actually one I've considered in the past before. I've just been unsure. But this one is the Crushy Boy. Like, oh, that's... Okay, no, yeah, that's the one. I was thinking of Thwomp, not Womp. But yeah, you know, both of those are fine, so we'll highlight that. If you guys can think of a good one, I think Thwomp is better considering it's a, you know, cube, we'll say, rather than this, which is Flat Boy. So, but they both do the squish, so yeah. Rather than just Floyd, just calling it Pink Floyd is totally fine. Is everyone gonna get it? I don't know, honestly. I gotta be honest. Yeah, it's Pink Floyd I'm thinking of, right? Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was thinking of the right band. I'm like, it's definitely Pink Floyd, right? They're the ones. Yeah. Pink Floyd, I like as a band because they have so many different unconventional songs that kind of challenge music. Welcome to the Machine, Pigs, Money, for example. Like, I hate that Another Brick in the Wall is their most famous because it's like, although, you know, that one's nice for the chorus of kids. There's definitely way better Pink Floyd songs out there, just to name a few. Like, they took a lot of non-conventional music and, like, made non-conventional sounds and made music out of it. Like, they had a unique style to it that's really cool. But regardless, Pink Floyd's a good name if you wanted to do that. Just call it Pink Floyd, not Floyd by itself. Berlin Wall, if you want to do that. Great Wall of China. I feel like we've seen stuff like this in the past before, but I can't think of what or where. Probably some other Pokemon known for walling, but I feel like that's a term of maybe like Bastiodon? I don't know. Lego is another one I had written down, but I want to say that was something where I saw it in Alola, so it wasn't my idea. I saw it somewhere else and was like, oh, Stakataka, that would work there. So, I don't remember where. I feel like it was that same thing with what we saw in Magearna, and I was talking about that one page where it had the racial slur about Guzzlord. I feel like it was from there that I thought of Lego, or saw Legos. Now, I didn't watch Teen Titans as a kid. My brother did. So, like, I know nothing about it outside of, like, fucking Raven that everyone's obsessed with, but this is a character I've never heard of. Just looking at it. Okay, interesting idea. You know, it's a good name for that character, we'll say. I don't know if I feel like it for a, a Pokemon nickname, though. And then right below here, Minecraft, which is actually funny, because that was one of my Brazilian friends came up with for the new Garnacle. I don't know how you say it. I'm going to learn the pronunciations at some point. He just said he calls it Minecraft, and I was like, yeah. And, like, I've seen a lot of people compare that little rock boy in Paldea to Minecraft, so it's, yeah. But it's kind of fun because it's like now when we get to that episode, I can be like, hey, maybe look back at Stakataka for nickname ideas, since apparently they're very similar in terms of just blocks. Tetris? I fuck with Tetris! Damn, I gotta be honest. Stakataka's, he's elevating here. We got some good fucking names. Jenga Unchained made me smile. Mega Blocks, it's a different thing to Legos, if you wanted to do that, I suppose. I think it's okay just because the name sounds silly, but works. I don't know. It's kind of like got like a Super Nintendo feel to it. Now, this guy's still trying to go over the 7 deadly sins, despite the fact that there's like 11 Ultra Beasts. I feel like if you're gonna do the 7 Deadly Sins, maybe stick to, you know, Nihilego to, who was the last one? Guzzlord? I want to say Guzzlord was the last one before Necrozma. Necrozma is weird because it's considered an Ultra Beast, but Bulbapedia doesn't list it as an Ultra Beast. It doesn't even mention the idea that it has a code name of UB Black, which, here's another thing I forgot to do. UB Assembly or UB Lay. I did actually see Assembly earlier, and I thought about it. I was like, it's just a really good sounding name, but I didn't feel like highlighting it. And now that I know it's because of the code name, well, son of a bitch, it just makes it official and that much better. Assembly is better than Lay. Okay, we'll go over a few of these real quick. Fort Knox, I know we've seen this in the past before because like most secure gold depository in the country. Don't remember if it's world. And I know that's a common thing, but I don't know. Just to me, it's just not that interesting of a name. I could just live without it. Fortify with the I. I also saw IKEA, and then I saw EYE Kia. I don't really care for those either, but acknowledging those. Blockhead we saw as well on Reddit because of Charlie Brown. And then Waldo, Walter, Wally. Those are just going to be bad names just in general. I don't care who you are. They're bad. Nickname generator for Stonehenge. Stakataka. I think we got a little bit backwards here, but sure. You know, people often look at Stonehenge and think of nicknames for it. Why not? I guess also while on the subject, Stonejourner could be a relevant Pokemon for this too. Though I gotta be honest, really don't like the name Stonejourner. Top 5 nicknames. Guess what I'm not clicking on? Oh, is that why they named it Nox? Because honestly, when I just looked at this, and it was like Shiny Stakataka, I don't know why I just started thinking about UPS. It's a box, you know? But sure, you know what's a better idea than Fort Knox? Or even just Knox? Just go with some generic gold shit. Like, my mind says Midas, but I'm pretty sure Midas was a deity of some shit. Like, for me, honestly, I think about James Bond. Because, you know, the Midas Casino. So, Goldfinger is going to be better. That's what I personally have chosen for my Goldengo. Which, yes, I also don't fancy the design at all, but life goes on. But anyway, that's it. We looked through the first what I'm considering page of Google, and Stakataka really impressed me. I'm very, very glad. So let's go real quick. This is the last entry on the spreadsheet, period. After this, nothing else. No more spreadsheet. Let's go to our house. I don't know what dumb shit thought about that. He was smart enough and didn't put who came up with it, because good, I would shame you. That is so stupid. But, I mean, let's go over some highlights here. So, what's ironic is the things I had written down were brought up. So, it's like, you know, it's not that hard to come up with. I'm not going to say I'm a genius or whatever. But, like, Jenga, Tetris, Legos, Thwomp, Minecraft, Mega Bloks is another one that we saw earlier that I liked as well. Stakataka's got some good shit. Well, there are no comment suggestions. So all of you couldn't think of this. You guys couldn't think of this either. What's your excuse, huh? And then when we eventually get to it, like, you know, me personally, I don't nickname legendaries. So if you don't nickname legendaries either, I mean, that's cool. Save these nicknames and maybe consider putting it on, I want to say it's Garnackle and Stonejourner as alternatives, because they are similar Pokemon. And one day, when we're done with the channel and we're caught up and we've nicknamed all the Pokemon, I will go back through and update the descriptions for everything to include relevant Pokemon to help anyone that comes across these videos and, you know, get what they need. Like, we'll have the description include Stonejourner and Garnackle when we get to that. But we're not there yet. We still got a couple more generations to go through and we're done. So, that's that. Any ideas and suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Let us know what you'd use, what you'd recommend. Stakataka was very fun. I'm glad. This is probably the best out of the Ultra Beasts we've found so far, and I'm glad. This is also, well, no, not really. I was going to say it's also the first Ultra Ultra Pokemon, but technically not. That was Poipole Naganadel. Oh well, you'll look down below and you'll see that when it lists game, it'll be Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and not just Sun and Moon, because those don't exist in the original Sun and Moon.